Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we're going to be talking about the first look at the NBA slate for Thursday, April 11th. We only have 5 games, but my gosh, basketball has been so exciting lately. So every single slate is just super fun to get into. We're going to try to get through this one quick because we have some plays that we're really excited about. Before we get started, though, if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet, use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. They're going to match your first deposit. And if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, just use code BACKDOOR when you're signing up. There's a link in the description of the video if you do want to sign up for Underdog. We've been getting killer plays on Underdog. I've been loving it. But yeah, if you use code BACKDOOR, they're going to match your first deposit and give you some instant pick'em specials, so some discounted plays for you to get started. So definitely check that out. Let's talk about the recap. We're going to get through this real quick. So Grayson Allen, he didn't do much. They didn't even play him that much in the second half. So fantasy score wise, he did not come through. He only went for 12.3, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Didn't do anything on defense. It was unfortunate. On Underdog, we took his rebounds. He cashed that with like 2 minutes left, thankfully. So we cashed on that. Chet Holmgren, man, this game just turned into a nasty blowout. I'm lucky that they rebooted Chet because Shea played for like a few minutes in the third, so Prize Picks didn't reboot him. But Underdog and Prize Picks rebooted Chet because I knew that it was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Like they literally just all the bench for the second half. But you want to talk about your plays real quick, bro?
Yeah, that brings me to my heartbreak. Aaron Gordon did great against Minnesota. He had 9 in the first. We took his rebounds and assists over 9.5. He had 9 in the first half. Had a slower second half, so I'm glad he did that. He ended with 13. And then Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that game, like he said, they just got rolled over. I mean, it was worse than I expected. I knew they were going to win by a big margin, but I was hoping there'd be more turnovers than there were. I think there was only like 8 turnovers on the side of the Spurs. My God, I just had a brain fart. But yeah, it was not good. He didn't get a single one, so that's my bad. I mean, the play looked great on paper. I mean, he did it like 46 out of 60 something games, so it just happens. I thought it was a good matchup, and it was the league leading turnovers, but it is what it is. Bad game.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. I was just telling you the other day, like, I'm at a point now where I've gotten so comfortable with the DFS optimizer and like how to use it that I'm not, when we first started the channel, there were times where you're kind of like, oh man, I definitely shouldn't have taken this. I don't ever feel that way anymore. Like nothing's a lock. It's not guaranteed. And sometimes you take plays that are super juiced and you're getting, like Shea, they bumped that all the way up to 2.5 at one point, so it's like, it just didn't go that way. But all right, let's keep it moving.
Cool.
So speaking of the DFS optimizer, Daily Grind, my gosh, the more that we learn how to use this, because it does so much for you, but when you get seasoned on this thing and you understand like what times to use it, like an hour before the slates start, you find insane value. And so it's been awesome as we've combined these shows with Prize Picks and Underdog. It's forcing us to look at the board in different ways, and then you're utilizing the optimizer in a different way because you're bouncing between what's good on Prize Picks, what's good on Underdog. And there's usually value to be had on whatever player you find on one is going to have some sort of value play on the other. Anyways, if you guys want to check out the optimizer from Daily Grind, they're giving all of our viewers 25% off. Just use code BACKDOOR. Just go to dgfantasy.com, and I promise you the optimizer is worth every penny. And there's a link in the description if you want to sign up, but just make sure you take advantage of that 25% off because it's pretty good savings. They have other tools you can use it on too, but it's only for your first month. So if you want to get that deal on the other tools as well, you need to bundle and get it all first month. Otherwise, just grab the optimizer. It's so amazing. But all right, so let's get into these plays. Scoot Henderson. Let's take a quick look at the over-under. So we have a 222.5 over-under. Warriors favored by 14. And I don't think that this is going to turn into a blowout. And I mean, it'll probably turn into a blowout, but I don't think it's a risk for someone like Scoot. End of season. They're kind of letting these guys just play at this point. Especially he's like a young gun that they're excited about. So I'm going to be taking this play for sure. If we take a look at what he's been doing lately, the matchup is pretty solid. The Warriors are 16th in rebounds allowed and 24th in assists allowed to point guards. And He's only gone over this 5 out of his last 10. 2 of those misses, he hit 10 on the dot. So one more would have cashed him there. You could easily be 7 of 10. If we look at the head-to-head, it doesn't look great, obviously, but that's way back in December was the most recent time that he got, significant playing time. So 3 out of his last 5. He just came off a game against the Pelicans, tough matchup, where he went for 15 assists and 3 rebounds. So he went for 18. So I'm worried these plays are going to move soon. So I'm going to just get this, done as quickly as possible. But if you look at his potential assists over the last 5, 18.4 potential assists, 6.4 rebound chances. So his potential has been incredible. Like the last 2 games, 24 potential assists, 23 potential assists. I think I've said enough about that. He's got a great matchup. We're loving it. So going to be rolling this one. And we got this on Prize Picks for rebounds and assists, and on Underdog for rebounds and assists. So it's the same across the board there. If we go to the optimizer, you can see this is the second best play on the board according to Daily Grind. 54.55% odds to hit. Super green, minus 142. Some platforms like FanDuel are already bumping this up to 11.5. Everyone that has that 10.5 has a minus 130 or higher. So we're just going to keep moving. I love that play. All right, Cade Cunningham. I originally liked his rebounds and assists, and then it went away because that's how fast these plays on the optimizer get removed sometimes. So I pivoted to his assists because I originally, Prize Picks never gave us the rebounds and assists. So I like the assists on Prize Picks. You can see here, he's gone over this 7 out of his last 10 games. The matchup is not too difficult. Chicago is 19th in assists allowed. So pretty decent soft spot there. If we look at the head-to-head, he hasn't done this in the last 2 games, but one of these games, again, was way back in November, and then the most recent game was February 27th. And, he didn't get it done that day, for sure. He played 36 minutes, so there's no excuses there. But he's averaging 12.7 potential assists a game when he matches up against the Bulls. So the opportunities are there. And then if you look at his last 5, same thing, 12.2 assists per game, 31.5 minutes per game over the last 5, and 1.8 fouls, not getting into foul trouble. So feeling good about this matchup, feeling good about all of this. And then let's hop over to the optimizer. I know it's on the front page here. So they have it at a 53.41% odds to hit, minus 134 according to DG. And everyone that has this has a minus 129 or higher, some all the way up to a minus 148. So heavily juiced. I don't think this is going to be here tomorrow at this line. So feeling good about it. And once again, this is the optimizer you're looking at right now. It just puts all the best plays right there for you. So definitely take advantage of that. If you guys want to check out this app, Outlier, we use this to confirm our plays. It gives you all of the statistical analysis you could ask for. It's actually incredible. And if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description of the video. You can try it free for 7 days. Just go through that link, and Outlier is going to hook all of our viewers up. So, all right, man, I'm feeling juiced right now. We had a good night tonight. So
I'm going to try to match your energy over here.
I'm feeling it, man.
Yeah, so I mean, we got some really good plays. We're trying to rattle through these guys and give them to you real quick. That sounded really weird. No diddy. But anyway, I like Jabari Smith Jr. for over 1.5 threes. This play is looking so juiced to me. The dude has hit this in 15 out of his last 20 games. He's hit it in 8 straight games against some really tough matchups too. Hit it against Minnesota, Miami, OKC. The dude is on fire with threes right now. No notable injuries on their side, but pretty much everyone you can think of that's a star Jazz player is out. No Clarkson, Colin Sexton, Chris Dunn, Walker Kessler, Markkanen, and Colin Sexton are out. I think this game's going to get very ugly very quick, but I think Jabari can get this done maybe even in the first half for us. He's hit this in 4 out of 6 head-to-heads. He's shooting 5.23 attempts on 42% right now. Like, there's not anything this guy can't do. Like, he can get you 10 rebounds and give you 5 assists and give you 25 points. It's crazy. But big Jabari fan. But this dude is, I think he's got an easy matchup. 30th in threes allowed to power forwards, giving up 3.1. I don't think he'll have any problem getting this done. If we look at the optimizer here, let me just pull him up really quick. There's a beautiful scoop play sitting right at the top. Let's see. So we got his 3-pointers at a 51.18% chance and a minus 122. So feeling pretty good about that one. And then my second play is Domantas Sabonis for over 7.5 assists. There's not much I have to say about this one. Sabonis is an absolute beast when it comes to assisting the ball. He's been a little bit quieter in some of these games lately, but still hit it in 12 out of his last 20 games. 6 out of his last 10 and 2 out of his last 5. Kind of tough matchups though. I mean, OKC, Boston, New York are the 3 he missed it against. That's not very surprising, but he's got the Pelicans in this matchup. You would think it would be tough, but it's not. 26 in assists allowed to Senators, giving up 3.9, but obviously they're not playing great assisters every night. Dude's done this in 4 out of 7 matchups. He's gone for 11 twice, 8 and 10, and missed it in 2. He missed it on January 7th, but he had 15 potential assists in that game, so not his fault on that one. The dude's averaging 13.9 potential assists per game against them. Over the last 20, he's averaging 12.4. The dude's a stud. I mean, it's very easy for him to push the ball down the court and kick it out to one of their amazing shooters they have. We have no Malik Monk, which kind of sucks. Keegan Murray's game time decision, but it's looking like he's going to play. Darren Fox is a good to go, so no really crazy injuries other than Monk. But I think he'll be able to get this done. I mean, they're surrounded by fresh talent. Keon Ellis is looking amazing already, so I mean, hopefully that dude just keeps progressing. But yeah, if we look at this play on Daily Grind, let's see here, we got him up at a 53.33% chance to go over. Some people have this juiced up at a minus 152. Daily Grind's odds have it at a minus 134, so feeling really good about Sabonis in this matchup. And yeah, that's the 2 I've got.
All right, man. Well, that's the 4 we're rolling with. We feel great about it. Like, jump on them quick because they are going to get removed, I think. And it's not a guarantee that they're going to hit, but this is how we play. We play in with volume. It's like we're not putting a huge bank load on this, or bankroll. Like you just use the optimizer and you will be in the green over time, but some things unexpected happen. But guys, if you want to check out our Discord, we had a great night tonight. We've got a shout out to Crew Leader, man. That dude's joined our Discord. He's super cool. Has been just fun to hang out with, and he's been providing some awesome value to the community. He's been sharing these CS2 plays. He cashed for one of those. I know a bunch of people tailed that play that he put in earlier, but everybody was enjoying themselves tonight. It was a good one, and as we've been like I said, learning how to use the DFS optimizer more. Like by the time I'm done bouncing between Prize Picks and Underdog, all I have to do on Chalkboard is just go over there and set the lines to what I want. Whatever they were juiced at, I can go in and just set it. And that's what I did today. And I ended up cashing some Chalkboard. It was just a fun time. I can't wait for this next slate. But if you guys want to check out the Discord, it's about 50 cents a day to join. We have a blast. We were talking basketball all night, through the whole slate. And there's just a really solid community here. So I'm very thankful for everyone in there. And I have so much fun just talking basketball during these slates. But just go through the link in the description. If you do want to join, go up to server subscriptions. Once you're in Discord, subscribe, and it's going to unlock all the channels for you. Let us know you're new. Go into the community chat, introduce yourself. It doesn't have to be like awkward, but just let us know like, hey guys, I'm new to the channel. That way we can show you around. It's not like, hey, tell us your favorite color and stuff like that. Like, no. But anyways, guys, have a great night. Enjoy this slate tomorrow. We'll catch you in the daily show. We appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, hit us with a like on the way out. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe so you can get on these plays before they get bumped and removed. But have a good one, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Good luck, boys.